Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. We're going to be reviewing the brand new Colourpop No Filter Foundation. You guys have been requesting this for such a long time, so we're finally going to be testing this bad boy out today. It's supposed to be an oil-free, full coverage, blendable, buildable, matte finish foundation. It sounds amazing as far as what I can read on the website. So this one does retail for $12 and it does come in 42 shades, which is amazing. I've had a good look at the shade range and it is quite good. They seem to have everything on the spectrum all the way from light to deep, and then they've also got cool undertones, neutral undertones, yellow undertones, warm undertones. Actually on the website, there's like a little bit of a find my shade thing that actually helps you select a shade, and I did try to do it. So I purchased the shade that it recommended for me based on that, which was medium 100, and then I also got medium 80. Medium 100 actually looks pretty damn close, so maybe that shade finder is fairly accurate, but yeah, we're going to find out today. I'm going to apply this. I'm going to be wearing it all day long. As always, I'm going to show you what it looks like on my skin, nice and close up, how it applies, how the formula performs, and then obviously how it wears on my skin for probably, actually it will be 15 hours today. So yes, if you're interested in hearing all about this new foundation from Colourpop, then please keep on watching. So yeah, on the website, buildable, full coverage, natural matte, finish, oil-free, looks flawless on the skin from day to night, blends smoothly, easy customizable to create the coverage that you want. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Also got soft blurring pigments in it, which is why it's called no filter, because you don't need to use a filter when you wear it. Cruelty-free and vegan. So these are the little boxes that it comes in. They're quite cute, like little boxes. It's like a soft pink with sort of like stripes on the sides. Pretty cute. And then this is the actual foundation bottle. It's actually quite a cute bottle. It's made of glass. It's got a white pump at the top. It's covered in stars. Got Colourpop on the front. 25 ml of product that you get in this one, and it is made in the USA. All right, so as per all of my other foundation review videos, I'm going to pop primer only on one side of my face so that we can see how it also performs without a primer. Now I did pick up the No Filter concealer and the No Filter powder, but I don't think I'm going to be able to give you a true review of this one if I'm introducing like other products that I wouldn't normally use. So I'm going to use it with my normal primer, my normal concealer, and my normal powder. On the Colourpop website, they recommend using a large foundation brush or a kabuki brush to apply it. So I'll try with a brush, but we'll also try with a beauty blender sponge as well. I don't want to wait anymore. I just want to try this thing. See what the formula's like. Yeah, it's actually quite a runny formula. This is medium 100, dead set. I think that this color might actually be perfect for me. We'll find out. I can't find anywhere on the website where it says, you know, how much you're supposed to use, but it does say that you can build like coverage as you go, so you can apply, you know, more and more layers depending on how full coverage that you want it. I'm going to try with the beauty blender first. I'm just going to pick it up. So I'm just applying it to the side with no primer now. And just so you guys know, I did apply the Hourglass Mineral Veil on this side. As you know, this is my hands down holy grail primer. So that was 2 pumps on the back of my hand with a beauty blender, and the coverage is very low. I mean, it's quite low coverage. So let's try it with a brush, because that's how they recommend. I've got a flat top kabuki brush here. And I've put a couple of pumps on the back of this, and I'm just going to sort of dot that around and then start to stipple it in. The colour looks pretty good, actually. Oh, and it does look nice and smooth on the skin. Interestingly enough, I do think that it does look better with a brush than a sponge. You certainly don't need as much product when you use a brush, which is probably why they recommend to use it. And the color, pretty much perfect. I mean, if it dries down darker or it oxidizes, then we're going to have a situation on our hands. But on first application, the color is pretty much perfect. I'm going to apply another 2 pumps to the foundation brush, and I'm going to start working on this side. And again, in case you missed it, this is the side that's got primer on it. So kind of dotting the product around and then like sort of just stippling it. I don't really like to wipe foundation all over my face. It does cause micro exfoliation and texture. And I prefer my foundation to look as smooth as possible if I can. I quite like how the formula looks, you know, when you first apply it. It definitely looks really nice and smooth on the skin. It hasn't dried down completely to like a matte sort of velvet finish. It does still have like a bit of tack to it, and it does also sort of have like a bit of luminance to it as well. What is going to be interesting is seeing how this wears on my oily skin. We are going to find out today. Brandon and I are actually cutting a hole in the wall of our house, our new house, mind you, and installing a mantelpiece today. Yep. And by us doing it, you know, we're not getting builders in. We're doing it. All right, so this is what it is looking like with one layer of the foundation. Oh, it's kind of drying down a little bit more now. I can't really see a huge difference between the primed side and the non-primed side at this point. You usually can't. It's really more in the wear and sort of how the product is looking like after 10 hours. But it looks pretty damn smooth. I don't feel like it's emphasized my enlarged pores or anything. I feel like it looks pretty good. I'll zoom you guys in and we'll have another look. So here is the non-primed side. Look, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Looks fairly natural. I haven't added a second layer of foundation. So this I would call a medium coverage at this point. But I feel like it does look nice. Primed side as well. I feel like it does look nice and I kind of like don't want to apply more. I feel like it looks pretty good though. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you feel like it looks like. It's definitely dried down more now, but it's still tacky. I think it looks pretty good. All right, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup off camera so I'm not wasting your time, and then I'll come right back and we'll have another close-up look after it's like powdered down and everything. All right, guys, so I've got the rest of my makeup on and this is how my skin is looking. Not going to lie, things were looking a little seedy right before I powdered everything down. It kind of just looked like the foundation was sitting on top of my skin and like it was sort of kind of maybe separating a little bit. But then as soon as I applied like a loose translucent powder, it looked nice again, basically. I feel like from here it looks quite smooth. Haven't really had any settling anywhere. I'll zoom you in so you know what I'm talking about. So yes, here is my skin now that it is all powdered down. I feel like it doesn't look too bad. I can't really tell the difference between the side where I applied the primer and the side that I didn't. So that's definitely one thing. Like the foundation thus far has performed pretty well without a primer. But yeah, I feel like it looks smooth. I feel like my pores are minimized. So far, so good. But yeah, like I said, it did kind of look like it had started to separate. So it'll be very interesting to see how we go today. So yeah, what I'm going to do, like I said, is wear this all day. We're going to do check-ins. I'll do a 6-hour check-in and then we'll do the final check-in later to see what it is looking like later on tonight. But yeah, so far so good. So I'll see you guys in 6 hours. Hey guys, so I'm back again with my first update. I had to chuck a jumper on. It is so friggin' cold in Australia at the minute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just a couple of things before we do jump into the update. I forgot to mention I did take a couple of flash photos. I do feel like my face did look quite a little bit lighter than my body, than my neck and my chest. Have a look at the photos and let me know what you think though. It's not like I had, you know, certain areas that were lighter than others. It just seems like my face in general kind of looked a little bit lighter than the rest of my body. Also, you guys always ask me what lashes and what lipstick I am wearing in these review videos. So on my lips, I'm wearing the Maybelline Color Drama Intense Velvet Lip Pencil. In the color Nude Perfection. I wear this all the time. It's an awesome lip pencil. And the lashes that I'm wearing are the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Gemma Lash. These are a foam ink lash. Really, really comfortable, and this is what they look like basically. If you are interested in grabbing these, we do have a massive sale happening at the minute to celebrate the 4th of July. So if you use the code HAPPY4TH at checkout, that will get you 25% off plus free worldwide shipping on any $30 spend. So yes, those are the other details of what's going on. Now let's talk about my skin. Things are not going amazingly. I must admit I'm here at only the 5-hour mark because I am going to go out this afternoon and I wasn't going to be able to get back to do the 6 hours and then it was going to be too late to film it, rara. Whole schmozzle. This foundation unfortunately is separating on certain areas of my face. I'm going to zoom in to make this easier. All right, so this is what my skin is looking like at this point, and unfortunately, hopefully you can see on camera, hopefully the lights aren't drowning it out. There's quite a bit of caking and separation happening on the top of my lip here, sort of all down here, the side of my face, all on my chin, up this side, my smile lines. Interestingly enough, like it's definitely settled into my smile lines here, but usually I will get like a crease, like one individual crease, but rather than that, I don't know if you can see, it's like separated and it's kind of made it look cakey and sort of all that textured area. Like it just looks, this whole bit here looks like texture. There's a bit of texture between my eyebrows here as well. As far as oil production goes, I feel like it looks like my skin typically does at this point of wearing a foundation. I wouldn't say that I'm oilier than I normally am, and I also wouldn't say that I am matter than I normally am. That looks fairly standard. It's really just this caking and this separation that's happening down here. From a distance, it's not terrible. Like it looks quite smooth from a distance, but up close, it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. I do also feel like we have oxidized. Looking at my chest now and sort of like the lower part of my neck, I do feel like my face looks darker in comparison than it did earlier. Yeah, it's certainly not going terribly, but it's also not going well. So yeah, those are my thoughts at this point. I'll continue wearing it. We've cut the hole in the wall, and I actually want to bake this afternoon. I bought this like retro cookbook with all these amazing like diner desserts. I think we're gonna bake. Anyway, I'll see you later on at the finish line, the final countdown. All right, guys, so I am back with my final check-in, and unfortunately, this foundation has been a massive fail. Just you wait until you see how much this is separated and caked up. Oh my goodness. Let's get up nice and close and personal, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera. Hopefully you can. Like the entire side of my face here, the entire, like all over my chin, all down the side of my face, all up here on the side of my mouth, all on my top lip. It's completely separated. Basically, it's separated to the point where you can actually see like my skin in between the little bits of foundation. Hopefully, I might even move in closer so you can see. Can you see what I mean? It looks so cakey. My skin looks so textured. It just really, oh gosh, and look at that. I've just touched it with my finger and look at the big mark that it's left. Oh, I'm pretty oily, not gonna lie. The lights always drown out how oily I am, but I am like really, really oily at this point. You know what? I'll show you. You ready to see something completely satisfying? Oh yeah, look at all that oil. Oh yes, that. Oh, I mean, I could keep going, but is there really any need to? Look at this. Wow. It kind of looks like, you know, something has been put on my skin and then stretched over it, and then it's like broken up as it's stretched. You can definitely press it back in. Nah, it's just wiping all over the place. Basically, my oils have kind of like dissolved the foundation. Oh, it's just coming right off me. Oh, lots and lots of separation. Lots of cakiness. You really can't touch your face at all because it leaves marks. I feel like it looks patchy. And I've been really well behaved. I haven't touched my face at all during the day. I haven't really done a whole lot. Like, look at this. It's like leaving like weird marks on my skin. What has happened here? But unfortunately for me, guys, the Colourpop No Filter Foundation is a no-go from me. Yes, it's a $12 foundation. Yes, it's extremely affordable. Yes, it comes in 42 shades. Like, they're all amazing pros of this foundation. Like, that's really, really cool. But if you've got a skin type like mine, if you've got oily skin, if you find that your foundation cakes or separates in any way, or you produce any kind of oil, this is going to be a no-go for you. And I mean, I know they say it's oil-free and I know they say it's a matte finish, but that doesn't always necessarily mean that it's okay for oily skin. Oil-free doesn't translate to okay for oily skin. It's unfortunately not the way that it works. Does anyone need some oil to fry their chicken? I would say save up and invest in Estee Lauder Double Wear rather than getting this. You're going to get much better coverage. You're going to get much better longevity. You're going to get a much better finish, no caking, no separating, and it's going to help control your oils during the day. Those are my thoughts on the Colourpop No Filter Foundation, guys. I will still be testing out the No Filter Concealer, the No Filter Pressed Powder, the No Filter Loose Powder. I'll still be testing out all of those products, but I don't recommend this one. I mean, it'd probably be okay, you know, to chuck on if you need a foundation, just to chuck on, you know, if you're heading down to the supermarket or, you know, the shops or something like that. Probably be okay for that if you're only going to be having your makeup on for like a few hours. totally fine. Like, it would be totally fine for that. But I don't know. I like to put my makeup on in the morning and just not worry about it the rest of the day. I don't want to have to stress about, you know, makeup like separating and going all janky and gross. Yeah. Oh my God, I've got it all over my t-shirt because it was on my hands. Oh. I will also be testing the rest of, oh my gosh, it's making like my blush and everything come off too. I will be testing the rest of the Colourpop products that I did get in that massive haul. If you didn't see it, I will link it down below. I made 2 massive orders off Colourpop and just went absolutely crazy. Shh, I don't think Brandon knows about it yet. Oh. But yeah, we'll be testing the rest of the stuff in that haul very soon in a video. I'll link it down below, like I said, if you haven't seen it. But I hope this video was helpful. I hope it answered any questions that you had about the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. If you've got any more, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer them. But yes, I love you guys all so much. And if there are any other foundations out there at the minute that you want me to review, please let me know as always. I absolutely love reviewing foundations. I love it. But yes, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Have an amazing day and I'll talk to you soon.